All right, let's have one of those big brain conversations here. And this has to be had because this has something that's gotten out of hand since the advent of social media and has matriculated across every avenue you can possibly imagine. And it is the idea that because you are wrong, I am right. Or at least because you are wrong, it's okay for my wrongs. And this I saw propagate across every domain of social media. I was in a strength conditioning sports science world. I've seen people in, you name the avenue in the industry, it's there. Basically what happens is if someone points out a flaw in what you did, you say, well, guess what? Look at what they did, whomever that person or group that individual is associated with, and it justifies your flaw, which is a ridiculous line of thinking because it ignores the objective reality that you both could possibly be wrong. And it's not about seeking the truth and trying to get a better answer. It's instead trying to feel empowered over someone else. So let's give a little bit of an example. Let's say we're trying to build an airplane. And person A comes up and they bring an airplane, but the airplane has no wings. And they say, look, your airplane's not going to work. And person B comes up and they bring an airplane, but it has no engine. All the parts are there. There's no engine. And they go, that's not going to work either. And person B goes, well, look at person A. They messed up, so mine's okay to mess up too. And person A goes, well, look at person B. They messed up. Mine's okay. Whatever, dude. You messed up. You like them. You guys are all fools too. But the reality is, one plane has the engine, the other plane has all the parts. If we just put it together, we'd probably get somewhere. So if you're seeking the objective truth, you'd find nuance in conversation. You would try to pick apart things that someone else is doing well that you are not. Oh my gosh, which requires some ability to be humble and realize that what you're doing could possibly be wrong and what someone else could be doing is possibly right. And it takes a level of courage to try admit that you are wrong, and at the same time seek out how someone else is correct. And only then do we actually get to a reality where we are pursuing a truth or something better. But instead, we see a lot of name calling and ability to point out someone else's flaws to at least cope with the flaws that exist with you and continue to justify your flawed actions, whether it is a means or method to train a certain way in sports science, which is the world I came from, or you can pick your industry and I'm sure it's in there as well. So with social media, it's so easy to point out flaws and blame people, and that attracts more attention, while the nuanced objective truth requires a little deeper conversation and unfortunately is not fit for social media. So what happens is our local constraints change our global geometry. The local constraints of social media and time limitations and energy and effort to try and pick apart nuance, that constrained aspect of our existence, mainly because there's so much other media to consume, changes the global geometry, how we interact. And so at a very micro level, while you might not think this video is important, nor any other video is truly important, it's the fact that they all operate within the same constraints of an environment that challenges you to not watch a 3.5 minute video or however long this video is going to be, but instead sift through many different 15-second videos. And that short little constraint that exists upon our consumption of media is what changes our global structure and how we interact at a grander scale. And so it's unfortunate because those constraints have led to a scale that is a global scale, I should say, or global geometry that is not conducive to trying to find what is best for individuals all the time, but instead trying to find what is best to garner the most attention, which is not a good thing. And they use that attention as a means to justify, hey, more eyes are on me, I must be doing something right. But that's not necessarily true at all, but unfortunately we have conflated the two. Well, a little big brain talk for you all out there. I know it's a little bit long video, but I had to put it out there and hope you all enjoyed it.